Honey, it looks like you enjoyed a pretty fancy lunch again.
Oh, how'd you know that?
Of course I know. You posted a photo on IG just a little while ago.
Oh, right. So you're checking my posts. Guess you're curious about what your wife does all day?
Well, maybe. Yeah, I suppose I am.
Lunch was amazing. A mom friend found a new Italian restaurant for us.
Always on the lookout for something new, huh? So, what did you have?
I ordered truffle risotto and tiramisu. The risotto had this rich truffle aroma that was heavenly, and as soon as I took a bite, the toasty flavor just filled my mouth. The rice was cooked perfectly, creamy but not heavy, with a melt-in-your-mouth texture.
Sounds delicious.
And the parmesan on top added the perfect touch, really bringing out the truffle flavor. And the tiramisu? Oh, it was divine. The balance of espresso and creamy mascarpone was spot on. Not too sweet, a real grown-up dessert.
Good for you. You enjoyed it all.
Oh, and I had a little wine too.
Wine? In the middle of the day?
Just a bit. I work so hard taking care of Jackson in the house, so I think I deserve a treat now and then, don't you? It was a white wine recommended by one of my friends with this fresh, fruity aroma that made it so easy to drink. It paired perfectly with a risotto. You should come with me next time, hun. It's an amazing place.
Is that the restaurant in Flatiron?
Wow, good guess. Yeah, that's the one.
One of my colleagues has been there, actually.
Your colleague saw my post too? Oh, that's sweet.
He just looked over my shoulder when I was checking it out and said he's been there.
Did he think it was good?
Yeah, he said it was fantastic. The view of Manhattan from the windows was amazing, especially at night. He took his wife there for their anniversary and she loved it. But he laughed about how it's definitely not a place for everyday dinners. He said it's super fancy, with high ceilings, chandeliers, marble tables, and all the dishes served on designer tableware.
True, but I think it was pricey because he went for dinner. Lunch is actually pretty affordable.
I heard the lunch courses are still quite expensive though, since it's a luxury restaurant.
Now that you mention it, it was a little pricey.
Right?
Oops, sorry. Just a treat every now and then.
Guess the other moms have money. They're going to places like that on weekday afternoons.
Oh no, among them I'm the most fancy.
Fancy? We aren't that wealthy.
But it's above average, right? I'm always bragging to them about you. I tell them you're an executive and making a lot, and on top, you're hot too.
Whoa, that's embarrassing.
Why? You're amazing. Be proud of yourself. You moved up so quickly in that huge company and now you're a project leader. Most people don't advance that fast.
Well, I've been working hard.
It's not just hard work. You're also smart and everyone trusts you, you know. I even heard your boss respects you and the other employees see you as a role model.
Oh, stop it. It's embarrassing.
No need to be embarrassed. Own how amazing you are. And with your height and how good you look in a suit, you might even get scouted as a model walking down the street.
A model? That's a bit much.
All the other moms are jealous of me. They always say I'm so lucky to have such an amazing husband, and it makes me so proud.
Really? I don't think I'm that amazing.
Oh, no need to be modest. You're my pride and joy.
Thanks. I mean, it's nice to hear all that, but just don't brag about my income too much, okay? There are plenty of people who earn more than I do.
Oh, you're so humble, geez. With what you make, you could totally show off more, you know.
Show off?
People who earn well usually have every right to brag.
Do they? Is there some threshold for that?
Yep. The unspoken rule is that anyone making 6 figures a year is free to brag.
But some people might feel uncomfortable with that.
Only poor people feel that way. Honestly, if someone's struggling financially, it just means they didn't work hard enough.
Wait, but aren't most of your mom friends stay-at-home moms? Their husbands earn the money, so it might be unfair to say they didn't work hard enough.
No. Marrying a wealthy husband is a skill in itself. If someone ends up with a low-earning husband, that's on them for not putting in the effort.
I still think bragging about money isn't a great look. Getting into a big company wasn't just my effort. Luck played a part too. Some people are skilled but still struggle financially.
Oh, no need to sympathize with poor people. Plus, the mom circle has its own set of rules. It may look friendly, but it's actually survival of the fittest.
Survival of the fittest?
Yes, everyone acts nice on the surface, but show even a little weakness and they'll pounce, push you out of the group, and isolate you. So if you let yourself get looked down on, it's over. And that's why it's important to establish some dominance.
Dominance, huh? That sounds exhausting. It's intense.
Navigating it well helps our son too. If I'm seen as strong, there's less chance Jackson will get bullied.
Right. But just keep an eye on the spending, okay?
Will do. Hun, did you get the milk and bacon I asked for?
Yeah, I went to the store just now and picked them up.
Thanks. I totally forgot, so you saved me.
I'm heading home now.
Sorry for making you run errands after work.
It's fine, but I actually ran into one of your mom friends at the store.
Oh, really? Who'd you see?
Miley's mom.
Okay. You're starting to remember their names and faces, huh?
Well, just a few of them. I remember her since we had that family barbecue together. I got along with her husband, too. We talked a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with our kids being the same age, we had a lot to chat about. Miley's dad and I bonded over work and our shared love of fishing. Turns out he's into outdoor stuff too and takes his family camping a lot.
Oh, yeah? So did you and Miley's mom talk about anything interesting?
Actually, yeah. She mentioned something I was curious about.
What?
She said you've been treating the mom friends to lunch. Like at that Italian restaurant, you paid for everyone.
Oh, that.
Covering everyone's bill? That must have been a lot. Is it true?
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
But she said this wasn't just a one-time thing. You always pay for everyone, right?
Well, yeah.
Isn't it a bit much to always cover the whole table? It's not like you're hosting a work event. Among friends, shouldn't everyone pay for their share or at least split the bill?
I just wanted to impress them a little. Sorry.
Honestly, I don't think what you're doing makes much of an impression. They might just start seeing you as an easy mark.
That's not true. You really don't understand how things work in the mom circle.
Huh?
By treating them, I'm building up goodwill. They admire me. It's really important. Because of it, I'm the central person in our group.
But covering everyone is a lot, right?
That's the point. It's impressive because it costs so much. They'll think, wow, she's got that kind of financial power. I can't compare. I should stay on her good side.
Is that really how it goes?
Yep. When I tell them lunch is on me, they're momentarily shocked. And then they all say, thank you, that's amazing. Their eyes light up and I can tell they're looking at me with admiration. After that, they naturally treat me like the group leader and listen to what I say. Like when we decide where to go for the next gathering, they prioritize my opinion. They even say if it's my favorite spot, they would love to go there.
Well, I guess anyone would want to tag along if someone's paying. By the way, how much was the bill at that fancy restaurant last time?
Let's see. I think it was around $8,000.
What? That much for lunch?
Oh, come on, don't be so shocked. We enjoyed a fantastic meal, and there were more people than usual that day. Sorry, hon.
But if you keep paying for everyone like that, you're going to run out of money fast. I mean, $8,000. I assume you used a credit card. But wouldn't that max out your card?
No, it's fine. $8,000 is no big deal.
What?
Actually, I've been borrowing your black card sometimes.
No, are you serious?
You didn't even notice it was missing, did you? You rarely check your wallet since you pay with your phone most of the time.
You can't just use someone else's card without asking.
Oh, come on. Our money is shared, isn't it?
That's not the point. You're spending way too much. Are you even saving any money?
Of course I am.
How much per month?
Like 300? Actually, maybe 200 some months.
Only that much? With my salary, we should easily be saving $2,000 a month.
Oh, no way. If I saved that much, I wouldn't be able to go out to lunch.
That's because you keep paying for your friends. You're overdoing it. We agreed to steadily save for Jackson's education, didn't we?
Oh, we don't have to rush. He's still in kindergarten. The most expensive part will be in college, and we have time before that.
But you said you wanted to send him to a private school, and those fees are high, as you know. Are you thinking we should give up on private school?
Oh, no way. I'm not budging on that.
Why are you so set on it? I'd be fine with public school.
Because sending him to private makes an impression. I won't be able to maintain my position with the other moms.
Wait a second. So sending him to private is more for you than for him? Do you even realize how high tuition is? With my income, we should be able to save more. We need to cut back on expenses.
You don't have to come down on me so hard.
What?
I've been doing my best. You have no idea how competitive the mom world is. Everyone might smile on the surface, but they're constantly sizing each other up behind the scenes. They're checking everything, whether someone's bag is designer or if their outfit is the latest trend.
Why do you even care about that?
Easy for you to say, but if I don't keep up appearances, they'll look down on me. They'll gossip, saying things like I must not have much money or you don't earn enough. I can't afford to let my guard down if I want to avoid that kind of talk. It's the same with school admissions. Among the moms, the school your kid goes to is a huge status symbol. If Jackson attends a good school, it shows that I value education, and that respect reflects back on me.
So you want to send him to a private school for your own reputation, not his.
It's not just for me. If he doesn't go to a good school, it affects our reputation. Don't you want to be able to tell your colleagues that your son got into a prestigious school?
I don't care about that. I just want him to be happy and have a good experience.
You just don't get it at all, do you? You don't understand what I'm up against.
Up against? Isn't that a bit dramatic? Look, there's a limit to how much you can keep up appearances. We're not billionaires. Please just be more mindful about it going forward. Honey, you did it again, didn't you?
What are you talking about?
Well, don't play dumb. My black card is missing from my wallet.
Yeah, I borrowed it again.
When did you?
While you were in the shower, I just slipped it out.
I told you not to use it without asking. Are you planning to treat your mom friends again?
Of course. Is that a problem?
Why are you so unbothered about this? I told you before, cut down on expenses.
Impossible. After you said that last time, I made everyone split the bill at our last gathering. It totally changed the vibe.
What do you mean?
Everyone gave me this what look for a moment. I guess they were surprised since it's usually expected that I pay, but the atmosphere instantly shifted.
Sure, anyone would be surprised if the person who always pays suddenly asks to split the bill. But they still agreed to split it, didn't they?
Yes, but the whole conversation felt off afterward. Usually I'm the one leading it, but that time everyone acted a bit distant. One of them even came up to me and asked if I was okay. I know that meant, are you having money troubles?
You're overthinking it.
No, I'm not. I could see it in their eyes. They were looking down on me like, oh, she's not doing so well anymore. They were definitely mocking me.
No one's thinking that.
Yes, they are. Trust is hard to build, but easy to lose. And I can't go through that humiliation again. I can't bring up splitting the bill ever again. I'm done feeling like that.
Then why don't you just stop being friends with them?
Stop being friends?
If they'd look down on you over something like that, you don't need to keep hanging out with them.
So you're telling me to just end up all alone? How could you say that? I've worked so hard to make these friends.
I'm not saying you should be alone, but maybe you should hang out with people who are a bit more reasonable. You don't need to keep friends who brag about income or look down on others. And it's ridiculous to pay for every lunch just to stay in with them. You could be saving that money instead.
There you go again. Savings, savings. Can you get any more narrow-minded?
Excuse me?
I'd love to save more if I could. but when I'm keeping up with my mom friends, there's barely anything left.
That's exactly the problem. Your priorities are off. First, save for Jackson. And whatever is left, spend on lunches.
No, my mom friends' lunches are the priority.
Are you serious?
If you have such a problem, then earn more. The reason I can't save is that your salary isn't high enough. Don't blame me when you're not pulling your weight.
Why are you getting mad at me now? You used to tell me I had a good salary.
That was just flattery. I was buttering you up to motivate you to earn more. I'm not happy with your income at all. If you have time to complain, why don't you work harder and make more money? So useless.
Useless? Oh, that's going too far.
Then maybe we should just get a divorce. I'm gonna leave you.
Geez, calm down.
I'm sick of you telling me to save or watch my spending. I can't stay with such a stingy man.
I'm not saying anything unreasonable. If you want to send Jackson to a private school, then stop the excessive spending. If you can't do that, then we can forget about private school. It's that simple.
It's not about being right or wrong. It's about how heartless you're being.
Heartless? How? I've been putting up with your spending, haven't I?
Oh, so you just look down on me because I'm a stay-at-home mom, huh?
That's not what I said. You're imagining things.
The only reason you can focus on work is because I take care of the house in Jackson. So don't act so high and mighty just because you bring in a little income. You wouldn't understand, but housework and raising kids are really hard work.
I get that. I help out around the house on my days off, don't I?
If this keeps up, I'll seriously go through with the divorce.
Geez, again? Are you serious about that?
If you don't want me to leave, you'd better apologize for everything you've said. And stop questioning how I spend money. Oh, and give me the black card whenever I need it. If not, I'm divorcing you. Got it?
So if I don't agree to your terms, we're getting a divorce?
That's right.
I see. Fine.
Honey, guess where I am right now?
No idea.
Oh, I posted a photo on my IG. I guess you haven't checked it yet today.
I've been too busy at work for that.
I'm out with my mom friends having super high-end Japanese cuisine. We usually go for Italian or French, but today I felt like trying something different.
Oh yeah? So what did you eat?
Tempura, a beautiful sashimi platter. Japanese food is amazing. It's delicious and healthy.
Uh-huh.
And for the main course, I had Wagyu steak. It was so tender and juicy. It just melted in my mouth. The flavor was so perfect that I wondered how they managed to cook it so well. They served it with grilled vegetables and Japanese seasoning. The refined flavor paired perfectly with the meat. And to finish, I had a luxurious sea urchin porridge. It was loaded with sea urchins, and when I poured the flavor soup over it, the aroma just bloomed. It was pure bliss. Oh, and of course, I'll be using the card to pay as usual. By the way, sorry for calling you useless the other day. I got a bit heated and said things I didn't mean. I've reconsidered things. Thanks for leaving the black card on the table.
You won't be able to use that card.
What do you mean?
I contacted the card company and had it cancelled.
Wait a minute. I thought you left it for me as a sign you'd forgiven me. I thought you'd let me use it freely.
No, I just left it out because it's no longer in use. I don't agree to your conditions. I'm not apologizing and I'm not giving you access to my card.
So you're okay with me leaving you?
Yes, let's divorce.
What about Jackson? I'm a stay-at-home mom. I can't raise him on my own.
Don't worry, I'll take custody.
What? Isn't it usually the mother who gets the kids after a divorce? He'll miss me if we're separated.
Maybe a bit, but I can't leave his upbringing in the hands of a mother like you. I don't believe you truly love him.
What are you talking about? Of course I love him. That's why I want him to go to private school.
Well, that's for your image, not for him. To you, family is just an accessory to make yourself look good.
Wait a second. How dare you say that?
You're the one who's been acting selfishly all along. Spending money that should have been for the family, aren't you ashamed?
But
if I stay with you, Jackson will end up miserable too. I've decided to take him and separate from you. This is what you wanted, isn't it? You said you wanted a divorce.
I didn't really mean it. I just wanted you to change.
The one who needs to change is you. You've blown through money just to satisfy your own ego, all for the sake of showing off to your mom friends. All you care about is one-upping others. You're messed up.
I was showing off for your sake, so we wouldn't be looked down on.
No, it was just to make yourself feel good. I'm done with this.
Whatever. Right now I need the card. I have to pay the bill. I only have $200 on me.
If you don't have cash, use your credit card. You're an adult. You should have one, right?
But the amount is way beyond my limit.
How much did you spend this time?
$15,000.
Oh, you've really done it.
This was an ultra-luxe restaurant, and there were over 20 people.
Quite a crowd you brought along.
I wanted to show everyone how generous I could be.
So 15 grand? That's a record for you. After all my warnings, you still do the same thing. I really can't put up with you anymore.
I got carried away. I thought you'd actually given me the black card. I was so happy that and since the last time I asked to split the bill, I felt like the moms were looking down on me. I had to redeem myself.
Huh, unbelievable.
Please do something. Just come to the restaurant and pay.
I'm no longer obligated to do anything for you. Why should I clean up your mess? You said you wanted a divorce too, remember?
I did, but I didn't mean it. And don't take Jackson from me. I don't think of you guys as an accessory.
Neither he nor I are here to boost your status, and it would be cruel to let him stay with you.
What's cruel about it?
You're forcing him to cut back on playtime to study, for your own satisfaction.
Yes, partly for my pride, but it's also for his future.
But he says he doesn't want to go to private school. He just wants to go to the same school with his friends. Then let him. Public school is fine.
He's just a little kid. Of course he'd choose the easier path. As his mother, it's my job to guide him, even if it's a tougher road.
You say you're doing this for him, but none of it's actually helping him.
Fine, I apologize. And I won't indulge in luxury anymore. Just please come here.
If you can't pay, then ask your mom friends to split the bill.
But
if you don't want to lose anymore, start by letting go of that useless pride.
Wait, please. Come to the restaurant. I can't just ask them to split the bill now. Oh my god. What am I supposed to do?
As I expected, there was no way Natalie could cover $15,000 on her own. In the end, though, she didn't ask her friends to split the bill. Instead, she turned to a consumer loan company to borrow the money and paid for everyone. It was honestly shocking. I don't know what her mom friends actually think of her, but being looked down upon for asking to split the bill? That's not normal. It seems more likely that her own pride was so inflated that she couldn't bear not to treat them. She eventually begged me not to go through with the divorce, but I was convinced that separating was best for our son. With the help of a lawyer, the divorce process was successfully completed, and I was granted custody, as Jackson also expressed a desire to live with me. After the divorce, Natalie tried to return to her parents, but when they learned of the circumstances, they were so disappointed they quickly turned her away. To make things worse, when she rushed to borrow money to pay the restaurant, her friends realized she'd been spending extravagantly on my card without my knowledge. They all soon distanced themselves from her. Now abandoned by both family and friends, she's working multiple part-time jobs to pay off her debts. She used to mock people for being poor, but now that she's in that position herself, maybe she's finally reflecting on her past actions.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.